Okay, so in this video I want to talk about retargeting, and not in a practical way. I want to talk about in the sense of what is basically retargeting, how you can leverage this, what you should do to leverage this, and why you should be doing this in the first place, and basically giving some tips and tricks how you can leverage it in practice. However, I think we have to talk about more about the fundamentals than in the practice, because in the practice it will depend on industry, niche, and all kind of variables. It will depend on a lot of things. But if you know the fundamentals, you can create a really great retargeting funnel, which will help you downstream increase your sales, as well as leveraging another vector of variables basically in terms of your business. And basically that's it. So let's start with what is retargeting. So in the last video we talked about email marketing. However, I didn't say that email marketing, at least a part of it, is a type of retargeting marketing. So retargeting marketing is basically every marketing types, forms, and things, not really things, but let's assume from that. So every types of marketing that is requires a pre-loaded database. Okay, so that's clear. Pre-loaded database. Every marketing format needs retargeting marketing format needs a preloaded database. It can be, in our examples, for example, Facebook Pixel or Google Analytics, or in an email marketing sense, it could be an email list. However, if you think about it in a front end, just an advertising campaign, you don't need any preloaded audience. Not audiences actually you need, but don't need any preloaded groups of people basically, which you need with an email marketing, at least part of it, because there are cold emailing and there are outreach emails which don't require any kind of preloaded peoples and preloaded audiences. It does, but it's not the way that the retargeting works. So basically, retargeting works in a way that you will find these preloaded people with your front-end advertisements, and you either get their email address for email marketing, or you either get them as a data point in your Facebook pixel, which can be retargeted, or either get a data point onto your Google Analytics. So basically, this will create your preloaded audiences. So yeah, basically, I'd say it too much. So the thing is that you create this preloaded audiences with your front end advertisements, and this will be usually you get data points for any data points and emails for any kind of offers basically you do. So you get data points for visiting your site, adding to cart, about a checkout, watching a video on your site, doing some kind of button click on your site, doing anything on your site, especially on Google. You can set it up in Tag Manager, which is pretty hard actually to set these things up. You have to know a little bit about HTML, but it's can be learned. It's a one-day process actually. It's more than it should be, but I'm not saying anything. But at least you can tag anything in Tag Manager. Basically anything, any movement of the cursor basically, you can track anything. So this data point can be later used as a preloaded audience, just like, for example, using Facebook pixel data, and Facebook pixel create an audience of people from the people that are added to cart. How you can use this a lot of ways in practice in Facebook. You can retarget them directly and just go to the people that are, for example, not added or added a few things to their cart and left it there, and you can retarget them with a really great advertisement that you left a few things in your cart, here's a 10% coupon code to get it, or you can we hold your cart for another 1 day or something like that, but if you run out of time, we will not guarantee that the things will be in stock. So this can be the hurry up process, of course. Other marketing variables, you can leverage them with ease. So this is why retargeting can be really powerful. And at least what I read and what I experienced, retargeting has like 70% chance higher conversion rate than normal ads. Yeah, 70%. That's a shit ton. And I'm saying ads, I'm not saying that it will be 70% of who sees the advertisement will buy your product, but it has a higher chance of going back to your site, and then you have to sell them again, of course, because yeah, that's the way to sell them. But the thing is that with retargeting, as I said, you have to create some kind of preloaded audience, which you create from your front-end advertisements, which can be anything, vary from anything. So, and in practice, you can retarget these preloaded data points or email lists. Basically, that's retargeting. And why it is so good, it's boosts up your engagement rate, conversion rate with 70%. So in practice, you can use this with Facebook Pixel, Google Analytics, and you can build an email list. Okay, so right now you get your okay. So let's talk about how to set up this. So in practice, we will setting up the way okay. So it will depend on niches. So and industries, especially industries. So B2B industry, I would set it up to collect as many leads as I can. If I can't collect leads, I will go after them until I can collect their leads. And I don't care about selling them most of the time, because we're probably selling $1,000 course or $1,000 service or product, or even a $10,000 product or service, which cannot be sold basically with 2 clicks of a button, because yeah, it's fucking expensive, and you have to dig deeper to buy a $10,000 thing, and yeah, it will be a closed deal. So the best way you can do is generate leads and drive them to your email list, and then sold them in emails, as well as you can build an email list and can sort them again. It's something better, new offers and things like that. So with a B2B, I would not focus on add to carts and not focus on sales and retargeting, let's say booking calls. I will focus on generating the leads as much as possible. That's the most important thing I think a B2B business should do with their retargeting ads, to generate leads and focus on email marketing and Google marketing, Google advertisements. So with B2C, you can go a lot of routes. It will depend on niches, but the best and the easiest one is Facebook Pixel. Okay, maybe not the best right now, but it's still probably checking your data. So, but the thing is that with Facebook Pixel, you can retarget, add to cart, abandon checkout, traffic, website visitor story, video views on website, checkouts, full checkouts, buys, and all kind of data points. So basically, I would do a build-up campaign, which I said, or not build-up campaign. Sorry, that's a whole nother kind of strategy. Right now, I would do a strip campaign. Let's name it that way. So a strip campaign is basically would be to start with abandoned checkout, target done checkout once you have enough data. So enough data in Facebook is probably more than 1,000 abandoned checkouts. So that's going to be in a longer time frame probably. So 1,000 checkouts, 1,000 abandoned checkouts, sorry. Then retarget them because you are offering an upsell either in your website or either in your emails. If you are not offering an upsell, then you should go after your checkouts, so buys, and offer them an upsell because they are the most likely to buy an upsell, and which you should do in your website. But that's a whole other topic. So first, abandon checkout, target them, and when they are start to exhaust and you start to get a profitable campaign about it, and start to do like very good with it. So basically, it's a fully optimized campaign, and you start to exhaust the audience pretty little too quickly. Then you can start to add to carts, and basically in a separate campaign I would suggest, because then you can switch it off. But that's a whole another campaign development things. But I would add an add to cart, and then I would add the traffic or even the video views before and the traffic, and basically just strip down once I have a profitable campaign from an abandoned checkout, from an add to cart, from a video views, and from a visitors, and all is profitable. Then you can go outside of your website and maybe retarget the engagers, the likers, the followers, all kind of stuff. You can retarget them. There are other data points, and in the last phase I would retarget the people who bought from you in the last, let's say, 90 days, and try to upsell them something, or not upsell them, maybe downsell them. But the point is that you should offer them something, and it's the next phase when you are basically not just gonna sell. It's the branding phase when you wanna retarget your buyers who are not following you, or the followers who aren't seeing your post. You should retarget them with your post and just giving them genuine value based on what they want and what they need, and not based on selling them. You just give them value to see your stuff. And if they like, they maybe follow you, maybe subscribe to your email list, maybe buy from you. But if they don't, then it's not a problem. So this can be leveraged when all of your previous stripped down campaigns are profitable, and then you can downstream allocate some money to this kind of branding content retargeting, which I think it's a really good way to create connections and create bonds with your pre-existing customers. And by the way, it's so much easier to hold a customer than to acquire to get one. So basically, yeah, you have to think about it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative. If you wanna get more elaborate details about a strip down campaign and how I would set it up, then just do comment down below, and yeah, I will probably write about it in my newsletter, strip down campaign. Yeah, I know I picked this up in the go, but it's a really great name, and by the way, I use this strategy a lot, and this is a really great strategy. So subscribe to my email list if you wanna get weekly newsletters about marketing tips and strategies. And yeah, also I see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day.